If you have taken the NMAT, you know of this monster called the competency test. So क्या होता है competency test? What all things are tested on this entire thing? क्या इसका significance है? All those things we will discuss in this particular video. Meanwhile, I'm planning to make another video in terms of what exactly is the problem with these kind of tests and changing the entire process at the end suddenly. तो ये सब चीजें भी डिस्कस करेंगे, but that will be a part of a separate video. So what are your thoughts in terms of the competency test? Do let me know in the comment section. I'll take a few comments and I'll be covering that in the other video that I am discussing. So let's see the competency test पहले तो कि होता क्या है, क्या कर सकते हैं इसके अंदर, and then we will see what are the takeaways. तो पहले तो अंडरस्टैंड करते हैं इसका फॉर्मेट क्या है, क्या इसकी जरूरत है, एंड सो एंड सो फोर्थ. सो ऑफ कोर्स कॉम्पिटेंसी टेस्ट इज समथिंग विच इज एन एडिशन टू द एनमैट. तो एनमैट ऑलरेडी हो चुका है, उसके अंदर दे हैव ऑलरेडी फिगर्ड आउट हाउ गुड यू आर इन टर्म्स ऑफ आंसरिंग क्वेश्चंस इन अ गिवन अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम. इंटरफेस अगर कुछ दिया है तो कैसे इसको यूज कर सकते हैं वो हम देखते, कैसे हम उसको आंसर करते हैं वो तो हम देख चुके हैं. बट यहाँ पे इन टर्म्स ऑफ द फॉर्मेट इज फेयरली स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड. देयर आर 45 मिनट्स दैट यू आर गोइंग टू गेट टू आंसर 20 क्वेश्चंस. अब 20 क्वेश्चंस 45 मिनट्स इज अ मच बेटर इक्वेशन than what you did at the actual test जहाँ पे 108 questions 120 minutes वो जो किया था उस टाइम पे. सो उसके हिसाब से तो डेफिनेटली यू आर गोइंग टू हैव अ बेटर इक्वेशन एट दिस पॉइंट इन टाइम. अब इससे होता क्या है, देयर आर 3 sections that are going to be a part of this. I can say that this is NMAT light in a way. तो जैसे NMAT हुआ था वैसा ही टेस्ट है. It is a mixture of NMAT, CAT and ZAT जैसे हम आगे देखेंगे. But you can say that it is a lighter version of NMAT. अब 3 sections हैं. कौन से sections हैं? There are very basic sections that you have. One is called verbal ability जिसके 9 questions होने वाले हैं. So out of 20 questions, 9 questions are from verbal ability, which basically means 45% of the weight of the test is going to be towards your English proficiency. अब ये कितना अच्छा है खराब है ठीक है अलग स्टोरी है. But then again 9 questions from verbal ability, 6 questions from mental ability. We will discuss what these mental ability questions look like. एंड फाइनली इफ यू आर लुकिंग एट मैनेजरियल एबिलिटी, ये है तीसरा सेक्शन. अब इसमें भी 5 क्वेश्चन दिए हुए हैं. आई डोंट नो व्हाट दे आर ट्राइंग टू फिगर आउट बाय गिविंग यू 5 क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम मैनेजरियल एबिलिटी, बट दिस इज व्हाट इट इज. मतलब यार कुछ तो ढंग से तो मतलब टेस्ट कर लेते. 5 क्वेश्चन 6 क्वेश्चन, आई डोंट नो व्हाट मेंटल एबिलिटी यू आर गोइंग टू शोकेस बाय आंसरिंग 6 क्वेश्चंस, राइट? So I am not really a big fan of the test, and by now you would have guessed looking at my expressions and the way in which I am delivering this. But yeah, it is a necessity that has to be undergone if you want to be a part of NMIMS. तो ठीक है, दिस इज व्हाट इट इज. मार्किंग स्कीम की बात अगर करेंगे तो +3 -1 की मार्किंग स्कीम है. फेयरली स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड मार्किंग स्कीम. देयर इज नथिंग ड्रामेटिक अबाउट दिस. 4 ऑप्शंस है तो +3 -1 इज जस्टिफाइड. सो एज आई सेड इट्स अ मिक्सचर ऑफ कैट मार्किंग स्कीम अगर देखते हो, इन टर्म्स ऑफ ज़ैट अगर मैनेजर एबिलिटी देखते हो तो, एंड ऑफ कोर्स एनमैट अगर मेंटल एबिलिटी एंड वर्बल एबिलिटी देखते हो तो. सो इट्स अ मिक्सचर ऑफ एवरीथिंग. एंड इफ यू लुक एट द वर्बल एबिलिटी सेक्शन तो यहाँ पे 3 क्वेश्चन टाइप्स देखने मिले हैं. One is reading comprehension, one is critical reasoning and one is paragraph completion. अब reading comprehension की बात अगर मैं करता हूँ तो maybe there is one passage that you are going to get जिसके अंदर से you can get 3 questions. Passages are not going to be very lengthy. So last year का भी जो experience रहा था बहुत ही manageable से passages थे. They were not as long as the passages that appeared at the NMAT as well. So काफी manageable passages होंगे. I think around 200-250 words, max of 300 words is what I can think of. बट उससे ज्यादा डेंस तो नहीं होना चाहिए रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन का पार्ट. उसके बाद आता है क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग. क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग विल इन्वॉल्व अंडरस्टैंडिंग द अजम्पशन, अंडरस्टैंडिंग द टाइटल ऑफ द पैसेज, नॉट एक्जैक्टली टाइटल बट सेंट्रल आइडिया क्या है, which of the following if true will contradict the author का position, which of the following is the assumption that is implicit. So these kind of questions you can get from critical reasoning. और तीसरा टाइप आता है पैराग्राफ कंप्लीशन का जिसमें कैट का एक फ्लेवर है. there will be one statement that will be given to you. एक पैराग्राफ होगा जिसके अंदर 3 या 4 ब्लैंक्स होंगे. Sometimes we saw 3 blanks that were there जहाँ पे एक option was none of these, that this sentence was not relevant to the paragraph at all या कहीं पे भी fit नहीं होता था. In some cases you will have 4 blanks, 4 options, that's it. You'll have to plug in the sentence in one of those blanks. Typically CAT जितना dense तो नहीं होगा. You will be able to figure it out using the flow of the paragraph or by looking at the pronouns that are there. तो उससे बहुत easily paragraph completion के questions कर सकते हो. But I think critical reasoning is going to be your best friend in this entire thing. एंड वहां पे यू विल बी एबल टू आंसर दीज क्वेश्चंस वेल. दैट इज द अंडरस्टैंडिंग. पैसेजेस की बात अगर करेंगे तो स्लाइटली डेंस पैसेजेस हैं. दे आर नॉट वेरी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड, नॉट वेरी इजी टू रीड. मतलब बहुत ही ज्यादा ऐसे बायोलॉजी या साइंस या टेक्नोलॉजी जिसको पढ़ने में शायद मजा है उस टाइप के पैसेजेस नहीं है. मोस्ट ऑफ देम वर फैक्चुअल इन नेचर बट देन देयर वर थिंग्स, देयर वर कॉन्सेप्ट्स, देयर वर पीपल whom you might not have heard of. तो वहां पे थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है इन टर्म्स ऑफ रीडिंग एंड रीडिंग द पैसेज. बट यू कैन रीड एंड रीड द पैसेज, उतना टाइम अपने पास है. So how much time to spend on this? I think ye considering that this is the longest or the largest section that you have out of the three, around 20 minutes is what you can spend on this one. RC पढ़ने में थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा, तो एक RC आएगा more or less, वो पढ़ने में you are going to take some amount of time. So make sure that you are reading it nice and easy and बहुत ही शांति से आराम से पढ़ रहे हो. You are not hurrying through the questions. That is the whole idea. वो मैं लास्ट में कवर करूंगा. But overall, if you look at it, 20 minutes is going to be good enough for this section. 15 to 20 minutes if you are a very fast reader, but 20 minutes भी इसको दे सकते हो. In terms of mental ability is essentially where you left all your entrance tests. So जो prepare किया था SNAP के लिए, NMAT के लिए, even ZAT के लिए, उसमें से कुछ चीजें borrowed है यहाँ पे. So arrangement based set you can get with some 3 questions. So of course बहुत ही कम questions है mental ability के अंदर, ऐसे right? 6 questions, so I don't know what they are going to test in 6 questions. जबकि you have taken many more questions till now. If you look at CAT, you already attempted 22 questions. If you look at say something like a ZAT, वहाँ पे you would have attempted a few questions from decision making या even DI for that matter. अगर NMAT की बात करेंगे तो वहाँ पे ही you had attempted so many questions from LR. I don't know what they are trying to test by giving you 6 questions of mental ability. But यहाँ पे arrangement based questions एक आ सकता है जहाँ पे you will have 3 questions that will be there. Fairly straightforward questions. थोड़ा dense arrangement आ सकता है. So make sure that you are creating all the cases that are there, right? So cases कहीं पे भी ऐसे मत करना कि दिमाग ला के सोच के करो, because that is one thing that I faced when I looked at the sample test that was there, or I have taken a few of these mocks as well in preparing for this video. तो वहाँ पे I saw that these sets are not exactly straightforward. तो वहाँ पे करना क्या है, अगर cases दिखाई देते multiple वाले, you have to sit and write down those cases instead of just trying to assume it in your head and trying to do it, because वहाँ पे काफी chaotic चीज हो सकती है. And considering that competency test के ऊपर बहुत ज्यादा weight है, you have to ensure that you are doing your best when it comes to this particular test. इसके बाद आता है वर्बल रीजनिंग. अब वर्बल रीजनिंग के अंदर यू वुड हैव थॉट कि क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग वर्बल रीजनिंग क्या डिफरेंस है, but critical reasoning will deal with paragraphs and they will ask you about the assumptions, inferences and conclusions primarily. But यहाँ पे verbal reasoning के अंदर you can get question types which include cause and effect. तो दो statement दिए होंगे, you have to figure out whether one is a cause, whether the other is an effect or something. You have to figure out courses of action, what you should be doing in terms of a particular thing that has appeared. So ये सारा का सारा चीज जो है वो NMAT के लिए अगर प्रिपेयर किया था तो द सेम थिंग इज गोइंग टू बी एप्लीकेबल हियर. ऑफ कोर्स NMAT का जो ये क्वेश्चन टाइप्स जो थे वर्बल रीजनिंग वाले, those I thought were slightly on the frivolous side or unambiguous side, right? बहुत ही ज्यादा बेसिक से क्वेश्चंस थे. यहाँ पे थोड़े से डेंस क्वेश्चंस हो सकते हैं, स्लाइटली लॉन्गर स्टेटमेंट्स is what people had reported, तो थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट हो सकता है compared to NMAT, but again the spirit remains the same. You have to do the same thing, cause and effect ढूंढ के निकालना है, you have to figure out what exactly is the reasoning, you have to figure out which conclusions will follow, you have to figure out which assumption is inherently present. तो ये सब चीजें करनी पड़ सकती है, but again it's very similar to critical reasoning, but I would say it is a slightly different question type. अब यहाँ पे 13 से 15 मिनट लगा दोगे, I think you should be fine. A majority of your time is going to go on the set based question. So arrangement based question अगर आता है तो वहां पे I think you are going to spend a good 6 to 7 minutes out of these 13 to 15 minutes that I mentioned here. But आराम से करना, कोई भी जल्दबाजी करके सॉल्व करने की जरूरत नहीं है. इन टर्म्स ऑफ मैनेजरल एबिलिटी विच इज द थर्ड सेक्शन, ये थोड़ा सा अलग है, बट अलग नहीं है बिकॉज दिस इज गोइंग टू बी डिसीजन मेकिंग इन जनरल. इनफैक्ट इफ यू आर प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर द NMAT एंड अगर कोर्स देखा होगा मेरा वाला भी, तो वहां पे भी देयर इज अ डिसीजन मेकिंग बिट दैट वाज देयर. इनफैक्ट इफ यू लुक एट द NMAT ऑफिशियल गाइड विच इज डन बाय द GMAT, then you will see that there is a decision making topic there as well. तो उसी टाइप के क्वेश्चंस होंगे. They are a lot more numerically heavy is what I had heard from people who had taken it last year. जहाँ पे you would have percentages. 40% of the sales come from 20 of these outlets, 10% of the sales are coming from offline sources and so on. तो इस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आ सकते हैं. तो वहाँ पे you have to be very clear in terms of what the numbers are trying to say. अगर insignificant number है then you need not worry about it, but कुछ significant number है, you have to attack that particular bit in terms of premise. But यहाँ पे premise देखना बहुत जरूरी है, करना क्या चाहिए, how quickly do you have to make that decision, even if it is not something that you will agree to, but that decision has to be made. तो DM is not going to be as ambiguous जैसे ZAT में आया था. ZAT का DM is a completely different animal. उसमें you have to think, many stakeholders might be right, in a different universe you could have taken a different decision हो सकता था. But in terms of the competency test, decision making काफी straightforward है because the options are far apart. तो ये बहुत easily manage हो जाना चाहिए. Now this is very similar to the ZAT DM section as I said, but I would say slightly easier is what I would say. Although इस साल का ZAT अगर दिया होगा, I am pretty sure that you would have seen how easy the ZAT DM section could have been. तो यहाँ पे this is basically what it looks like. in terms of the amount of time that you need to spend here. 10 से 12 मिनट अगर spend करोगे, you should be fine. यहाँ पे mostly you will have to read the questions, think and then answer. यहाँ पे कुछ written वाला part नहीं आता, so you will not take a lot of time to answer these 5 questions that you are going to get. तो काफी straightforward सा section होने वाला है. Now in terms of preparatory journey करना क्या है? कुछ नहीं करना है basically. You don't need to panic. It is kind of a very I would say slightly sad state of affairs that NMIMS has to take this test. अब उसके पीछे का लॉजिक क्या है कुछ नहीं पता. Some people allege that NMIMS wants to make money from the people that they are going to call, and that is a big sum by the way. तो ये hush hush rumors in certain circles चलते रहते हैं. Honestly, I don't know what the rationale is, to be very honest. But then again, in spirit, हाँ ठीक है, NMAT is one part, तो हमें अपना assessment भी चाहिए. But then यार NMAT का मतलब क्या है? What is NMAT? NMAT के अंदर NM का मतलब क्या है? NM are not two letters that they have just put there by coincidence, right? NM stands for Narsee Monjee. So अगर NMAT दे रहे हो उसके बाद फिर से competency test कर रहे हो, I don't really see the reasoning behind that. उसका weightage इतना कम करते हो 10% or 20%, it's too less of a weight to be given to such a significant test. तो I don't understand that, but वो हम अगले वीडियो में कवर करेंगे, अलग वीडियो में कवर करेंगे. But don't panic. It is just another thing that is present in this bureaucratic setup. अगर मैं इसको equate करूँ तो जहाँ पे you have to fill a form and then you have to fill another form and then you have to send some documents in triplicate, ये सब चीजें करनी होती है. वैसा ही एक ये administrative hurdle है that you have to overcome. But इसका weight काफी ज्यादा है, तो you have to take it seriously as well. यहाँ पे accuracy is going to be key. You are expected to solve pretty much everything. भले negative marking है, but still I think time is not a barrier, and considering it is going to be very competitive, I would expect you to solve almost all the questions that are there. So accuracy is going to be key in this particular case. Practice the relevant question types. जो भी मैंने बताया यहाँ पे, from your CAT material you can practice the relevant question types. CAT JAT material is more than enough. In fact, if you look at the official guide of the NMAT, वहाँ पे भी ये सारे question types मिल जाएंगे. So ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि out of the ordinary कुछ आ रहा है and कुछ समझ में ही नहीं आएगा और बहुत difficult होगा, ऐसा नहीं है. I think it's going to be fairly manageable. You are going to I would not say have fun solving this, but then again you are not going to be surprised as well. That is the idea. दूसरी चीज जो है, दूसरे एस्पेक्ट जो है उसके लिए थोड़ा प्रिपेयर करना पड़ेगा in terms of interview and whatnot, but this is basically a very basic thing I would say. And again, why have they conducted this? There are a lot of allegations कि NMAT ठीक से कंडक्ट नहीं हुआ था. मे बी दैट्स वाई दे हैव इंट्रोड्यूस दिस पर्टिकुलर कंपोनेंट. वहां पे कुछ मैल प्रैक्टिसेस के इंसिडेंट्स शेयर हुए थे. दैट इज वन story that people have built. The other story that people have is that यहाँ पे they want more autonomy in terms of admissions. So अगर मुझे let's say for example कुछ seats fill करने हैं from my side, I should have the autonomy to do that. So maybe that is another reason. But again, the real reason is something that only NMIMS will be able to come out and tell you guys. But if you look at it, this is something that has to be done, right? So it's not something that is that's an option. तो अगर NMIMS पे जाना है, you have to appear for the test, you have to do well at the test, and that is basically what will help you get into NMIMS. Let me know in the comment section how you are preparing for the test. What are your thoughts about this particular bit in terms of the admission season? And I will take into account all those things when we are doing the other video. And for all those of you who are looking for a GDPI VAT course, there is this course that I have floated. It has quite a few documents that are there which will cover the current affairs that are there. There are 6 live sessions that are going to happen, including a very interesting budget session that is going to happen on the 4th of February. So make sure that you check out the link in the description box below for the details about that program. That should help you crack the NMIMS interview as well. So do check out the program. Let me know in the comment section what are your thoughts, and I'll see you again in the next video.